The most horrible creature.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creature.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creature.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creature.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creature.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creature.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Man or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
What's up, my brothers? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you guys have had a decent week so far. If you guys watched my recent video today, you would know how my week is going. Nothing special. It is what it is. You know, the life of an adult. It sucks. It ain't easy, you know. So you gotta deal with it. Hope everyone's doing well. All right. Please like and subscribe. It's always helpful if you guys do. It'll be amazing. I have a few decent videos to react to. I think they'll be fun. I think they'll be interesting. So hope you guys will like it. Yeah. Let's get started. All right, let's get started. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's react to some women craziness. All right, bros, let's check this one out.
Nobody wants a single mom with multiple baby daddies. Tell it to fucking Jeff Bezos. Why don't you tell it to one of the richest men on the fucking planet? Because Lauren Sanchez got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, and was a single mother. And one of the richest men on the fucking planet scooped her up. Put a big old rock on her hand. 2 baby daddy gang is up right now. 2 baby daddy gang is fucking up right now. And it's crazy because, like, don't some of y'all got stepdaddies? So, are you saying that, like, nobody wanted your mom? Like, when you were, like, when it was just you and your mom, and then your mom got, like, a partner, and that's your like, nobody wanted your mom. Like, your mom was, like, damaged goods. Y'all are kind of crazy for saying shit like that, for real. And, like, don't some of you, like, some of you have step parents and step siblings. So it's, like, you guys are talking, like, real out of pocket. Like, that's real crazy. Most of y'all don't even have, first of all, you guys are broke. Most of y'all don't even have daddies. So to be talking about daddies, it's not in your jurisdiction to be talking about. Nobody wants a single mom.
By Google standards, okay, about, I think, a little over 50% of single mothers aren't married. Have never been married. So the marriage rate ain't that amazing for single mothers. Here's the thing where I like to say this. We have a lot of men that say, yeah, single mothers, no one wants single mothers and all that stuff. But I think there needs to be some clarification. It's not that nobody wants some single mothers. If you guys have watched my content, I've said this plenty of times. Women will always have options. No matter what kind of woman out there, there is the 600-pound women. You know, those on TLC, those women have men. If those women have men, all women can have men. Literally. All women can have men. All women have options. No matter you're fat, skinny, ugly, pretty, have kids, don't have kids, women will always have options. The clarification is that it's not that you won't have a man, but you have a low percent chance of getting the man that you want. The man that you want. Here's the thing. Jeff Bezos, which is a stupid comparison, okay? But whatever. Jeff Bezos. If he had no money, that is not a man that most women would go after. If this man had no money, most women wouldn't be after this type of man. This man is a nerd, simp, that's just rich. This is the thing. We all know this saying. Money just amplifies who you are. If you are a simp, a nerd, a beta, a fool, you're just a rich beta, a rich fool, a rich simp. That's it. So if you saying what is it, whoever she was, I forgot her name. We'll hear her name, but if Jeff Bezos didn't have that money, she wouldn't even look his way. Even if she had 2 baby daddies, 3 baby daddies. This is the thing where what is the clarification is that yes, you can get a man. The problem is, will you get the man that you want? And when you have barriers like being a baby mama, there's a lower chance of you getting the man that you want, especially for him to commit to you long term. That is actually the clarification. Not that you can't get a man. All women have options. It's that, can you get the man that you want? And can you get him for long-term commitment?
With multiple baby daddies. Tell it to fucking Jeff Bezos. Why don't you tell it to one of the richest men on the fucking planet? Because Lauren Sanchez got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, and was a single mother. And one of the richest men on the fucking planet scooped her up.
Here's the thing. Even average women can get millionaires. They can. It's that they don't want these types of men. They don't want these men. I've heard it plenty of times. Women say, oh, I've dated millionaires. Okay, cool. Where are they now? Why aren't you with them? They can't sustain a long-term relationship with these men, or they're not interested in these men anymore. I'm quite sure that any of these women can get that 60-year-old, 50-year-old, old man that has millions. Most of these, I mean, like, you've seen it, the sugar daddy shit. These women don't have a problem getting the millionaires. They don't. But they don't want these millionaires for long-term commitment. They're not interested in these millionaires. A lot of times they're not attracted to these old men or whatever. So it's not a flex. It's not a flex, especially if these men didn't have the money, you wouldn't even look these men's way. So you're essentially settling just for money. So, okay, great. Not a flex.
Put a big old rock on her hand. 2 baby daddy gang is up right now. 2 baby daddy gang is fucking up right now. And it's crazy because, like, don't some of y'all got stepdaddies?
Oh, I also want to say that a lot of times women delude themselves. They like to delude themselves. Great. One woman One woman out of millions has got the man that she, I guess, want. It don't mean that you will do it. Women need to stop trying to share this kind of mentality. Doesn't mean if one woman does it, doesn't mean that you all can do it. And here's the thing, the whole stepdaddy thing. You know, men have never mind. Men have never mind stepping up, being stepfathers. But here's the problem that a lot of men are seeing. A lot of men are seeing the issues that comes with being a stepfather. You get children that are ungrateful. You get a wife that's ungrateful. You have all the responsibility, none of the authority. Honestly, I'm not saying all, but a lot of stepfathers are just exactly, they are the type of men that couldn't get anything. They couldn't. Again, I'm not saying all, but I believe a lot of these men couldn't get the woman that they want to settle for them. So essentially, they have to settle for women with lower dating market value. They have to settle because here's the thing. I know this. I'm not saying it's representative, but I know this couple. He's an average guy. He's an average guy. His girlfriend is she's kind of, a BBW. So she's a bit thick. She has 5 kids. 5 kids. Think about a couple men. This man has no kids. Essentially, a lot of these types of men, they can't find a woman that necessarily fits their level or what they like. They can't find a woman that at the childless to childless level, because honestly, these men, their level isn't that high. Their level isn't that high. Their dating skill isn't that high. So essentially, they find women of a lower level, so it will be easier to get with. And a lot of times, a lot of men, King Groove. A lot of men, they will settle if it's easier. They will settle if it's easier. So I believe stepfathers, not all, but I believe a good amount. Those are the type of men that settle because they can't get anything better. Well, is that really settling because they can't get anything better? I just think that those men, they get what they can get. I think essentially they get what they can get.
So, are you saying that like nobody wanted your mom? Like when you were like when it was just you and your mom, and then your mom got like a partner, and that's your step. Like nobody wanted your mom. Like your mom was like damaged goods. Y'all are kind of crazy for saying shit like that.
I think 2 things can be true at once. She was probably damaged goods. But here's the thing where a lot of women at certain ages or certain times, they need to have a reality check. A lot of women need to have a reality check. What do I qualify for? What do I qualify for? If these single moms still are deluded, if they're still deluded, thinking, oh my God, I'm a single mom. I have 2 baby daddies. I still deserve, or I deserve a 6-figure man. I deserve a 6'2" man. I deserve a Chad. I deserve a Tyrone. I deserve a tall, dark, handsome man. I deserve a man who's crazy charming. I deserve a man who all these women want, the top 20% of man. A top 20% man. All these women want, but he only wants me. Then you won't find the man. You will have an incredibly hard time finding that man. But a lot of these women, maybe single mothers, right? Most likely single mothers, they have a reality check. You know what? My dating market value is not that high, so maybe I should bring down my expectations. Maybe I should just get with a man that's faithful, loyal, loving, would be a good father to my kids. That's the thing. So really, have a bit of a reality check. It's not because, she's damaged goods and, It's that they have a reality check.
For real. And like, don't some of you like you? Some of you have step parents and step siblings, so it's like you guys are talking like real out of pocket. Like that's real crazy. Most of y'all don't even have. First of all, you guys are broke. Most of y'all don't even have dad.
Broke was. It's like this is a thing where it's always about money. It's really it's women. Women will assault your financial status and your sexuality. They will always do that. It's always you're broke, you're gay. You know, when women do that, their argument is it's done, it's failed. They have nothing to say. Yes, absolutely delusional.
Daddies. So to be talking about daddies, it's not in your jurisdiction to be talking about. Nobody wants a single.
What do you guys think? I just think that these women are funny. I always say this. Whatever you say, at the end of the day, reality will give you the rain check. Or will give you the rain check, or it will give you the proof that you need. It will give you the proof that you need if you can find the man that you supposedly want. As Google said, right? A lot of these women aren't getting married. A lot of these women aren't getting married. A little over half of them will never get married. So think about that. All right, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys are amazing. All right, let's do a Kendra G reaction. All right, brothers, let's check this video out.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Kendra.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
You ready?
Yes.
Why are you nervous? Oh, I guess
Because I'm just nervous. You know how they be.
Okay. So where you calling me from?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. How old are you?
I'm 34.
34. What you do for a living?
I was in the mental health field, but I have 3 children, and they are special needs, so I take care of them full time now.
All 3 of your kids are special needs?
Yes.
Aw, how old are your children, baby?
My children are 8, 6, and a 4-year-old son.
Are they?
So the government is paying you to take care of your own kids? Is that how you're making a living? I think the government is weird. It's crazy. It's really crazy. The government is crazy. Essentially, you're not working, or you're able to work by taking care of your own kids. The government is paying you. Well, here, I believe that's how it works. I believe that's how it works. So essentially, the government is paying you to take care of your own kids. The government is taking away your accountability. What do I mean by that? So instead of being careful with who you give kids to, so that man and you can both provide for your kids. No, you chose poorly to pop out 3 special need kids and be a single mom, and the government is paying for it. The government is the daddy. And it's insane. You have 3 special need kids. Girl, you should be focused on that purely. What man is going to go into that? Like, taking care of regular kids is tough. I can't even imagine how tough it is to take care of 3 special needs kids. What man wants to be a stepfather to that? And I gotta say, I'm not like no genetic expert, but your genes are foul. I mean, unless she did it with one man, and that one man is the kids to all 3 of the fathers, then okay, she shared in it. But if she did with multiple different men, her genes are foul. Her genes are foul, and What man want to sign up for that? For that kind of legacy?
You all by the same man?
Yeah.
Why y'all not together?
All by the same man? You know, women are their own worst enemy. Why would you give kid? Why would you produce? It's going to sound cruel. It's going to sound really cruel. Why would you select such a genetic deficient man? Why? It amazes me. You honestly selected bottom of the barrel genetic man to give three kids to, and produce 3 special need kids. It's like, seriously. I mean, there's such thing as survival of the fittest. And now you are suffering by yourself, taking care of 3 special needs kids. I'm sorry, you're stupid. You're too stupid to continue to be in the dating market. You are too stupid to continue to be in the dating market. I am sorry.
We were together for 7 years, and he was. I'm nervous. My voice is shaky. And he was 15 years older, and it was just a bad thing for me. Something I went through. So
Do you guys co-parent well?
no, it's better that we don't because it was very domestic, and so yeah, that's.
And yet you still gave him 3 kids. You know, I'm a believer that I don't care what women say now. There's a point in women's timeline that it's done being sympathetic. Because you didn't leave after the first kid. You didn't leave after the second kid. I don't care what you're saying. Now after the third kid, now you're saying shit. It's like, who cares what he did? Who cares what he did? Honestly, it's ridiculous.
It's just me. So
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you went through that, honey. We got Sasha, Oklahoma, 34.
Stacia, and it's
I
okay. People
apologize,
always
Stacia.
mispronounce it. Yes, okay.
Sasha, I apologize. Sasha, Oklahoma, 34. What's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio, of course.
Scorpio. Mine are 3 kids, and you're not working.
No, I take care of them full time.
So how do you get money?
Because they go through a lot of therapy every single day. Like they have like different kind of therapy. So I'll just say that I'm very blessed and I'm very smart to be able to do the things that I do to make sure me and my kids have be set up correctly and don't have to struggle. So I'm very blessed. I'll just put it that way.
Well, how do you pay your bills?
I pay my bills because, well, my kids on Social Security, and as well as, I was just working a few months ago, so I made sure I saved a bunch of money, and I just planned ahead because I knew I was going to do. So,
Okay.
yeah, I plan to go back to work, but I just have to take a break right now, not only for them, but it was my mental health as well. So, yeah.
Okay.
Your kids on Social Security? I don't know how it works, right? I really don't know how it works. Your kids are taking Social Security? I'll admit, she's blessed. She ain't smart. That's for sure. She's blessed. I'll say that. She's blessed. She's stupid. This is the thing. This is what's in the dating market. It's like, this is the piss that women talk about. This is the piss that women talk about. I'm sorry. Focus on your kids. Honestly, you are... I said this countless times. Please, what type of men you going to think you're getting? What type of men you think you're getting? Sometimes women have to understand. Absolute. Thank you, bro. What type of man you think you're getting? You're 32. You have 3 special needs kids. The government is pretty much paying you to take care of your own kids. What good man? What good man sees value in that? Sees value in you. This is the thing where women don't understand. They're putting themselves in a situation where the only men that see value in you is bottom of the barrel men or men that just want to use you.
So Seisha, Oklahoma, 34, Scorpio, mom of 3 kids by the same man. She's currently not working. She takes care of her children full time. What kind of man you looking for, honey?
I
I mean, that's the thing where, I say this to men too. I say this to men. Look at yourself. Self-reflection is so important for human beings, in my personal opinion. It is such a valuable tool. What about you that is that qualifies for someone else? What about you? What do you get? Right? And look at the big keys. Her big keys is, honestly, she's 34. Not old, but not young. 3 special needs kids by one shitty man who's not even helping her out with that. And she's not working. Essentially, the government is taking care of her. She's a whole bunch of responsibility that it's just not worth it. And she's average. And now you add all the other stuff, she's kind of below average.
don't know. I will say this, that I am going through, self little welfare, whatever spiritual little thing myself right now. So I am looking for someone who knows that, open to being that I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect because, I don't judge people either. I'm looking for an honest man, somebody who's not judgmental, open mind. I don't mind if you have kids or anything like that. Somebody who's definitely ambitious and not like lazy. Okay. And somebody who doesn't take life too seriously, but also just kind of serious. Um,
I want to be a little bit more sympathetic in a certain way. A lot of people have to evaluate their dating market value. Like I said, 34, 3 special need kids, average looking. Her looks is about 5. Add all the other shit, she's about 3. If so, this is the thing where if women understand, okay, my level is a 3. So maybe if I could probably find a man he's 34, maybe a man that's 45, 50, maybe has a bunch of kids, never doesn't want any more kids, whatever. But like gauge your level. A man at your age might be a bit above your level, unless he's, really like broke or just like works at McDonald's. It's just you gotta understand how to gauge your level, your dating market level.
so, just like that. And I'm so nervous, y'all. Like, I'm so glad I can't see the comments. Oh my
Okay.
God.
What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers are definitely men who can't control their attitude, men who are lazy and don't know how to be supportive, men who are not emotional. I do want somebody, if I'm talking about marriage, because I do want to get married, I do want somebody who will.
You want to get married? This is the thing where that's what I'm saying. You don't know how to gauge your dating market value. You don't know how to gauge. This is the problem. Women don't know how to gauge their dating market value. This is why Kevin Samuel was the man. He will tell you, what's your dating market value? I am sorry. You can't. No more. You don't qualify for marriage. Now, like I said, maybe, okay, fine. 60-year-old. A 60-year-old. Yeah. I guess maybe he'll marry you. You are a 3. You are a 3. Now, unless you find a man that is a 3 and below, maybe a 4 at best, maybe you'll get married. But this is the thing where the stupidity of a lot of women, where they don't put serious thought into dating. Why I say you don't qualify for marriage, you're not going to qualify for marriage with the men that you want. The men that you want, the men that you would be attracted to, they don't qualify for marriage. Yes, maybe, I guess the nerds, the kind of fat, chubby, obese men, the kind of older men. It's like, yes, the bottom of the barrel man, the threes, the men that are the threes. Yeah, maybe you'll get marriage out of him. But at least an average man, a 5, who has his shit together, a 5 at least. No, then he'll be settling for you. That man is settling for you. And then if he's a 5, an average man, he must have a mindset that he's below average to marry you. The man that you gave 3 kids to didn't even marry you.
Will be a good role model for my kids, especially my son, since he's, a little man. It's my only son. But I do a very great job by myself, with my kids. They don't miss a beat. But, I do feel like I do want to be able to show my kids what it looks like for their mama to be happy and have a father, So anyway, but yeah.
Okay. Should the guy look a certain way?
Not really. I love somebody who makes me laugh. So he don't have to be like the finest guy. I actually don't like the prettiest dude in the room. Okay, I don't like that actually. So no, not really. He just can't be ugly. It can't be shorter than me. I've
Okay.
tried to say, okay, it's
Did you say, what did she say? Repeat that?
the prettiest dude in the room. Okay, I don't like that actually. So no, not really. He just can't be ugly. It can't be shorter than me.
He can't be ugly and shorter than you. You are a baby mama of 3 special needs kids. Who gives a fuck if that man is 5 foot? Take it. Take it. This is the thing. The audacity. This is the problem, right? This is why men say you're not gonna get a man. This is why men say you can't get a man. It's not because you don't have options. It's because you're stupid entitlement. Ugly? Man, you shouldn't even care if this man looks like a foot. Are you kidding me? You are a baby mama. You're 34. 3 special need kid. You didn't even marry that man. So now you require the next man to marry your special need ass. And he can't be ugly and short. Seriously? It shouldn't even matter if this man he looks like a foot and he's 5 foot. You should be accepting of that. It's like this is the thing. As long as he's a good man, this is the thing where this is the issue. If he was just a good man, and he would be a good father, and he would be a good husband, then take it. Take it. Accept it. Love it. That's the audacity of it. Yo, Parasocial. What's up, my brother? Yes. Average, like this, and I'm sorry, women like this are below average. They're below average. Their dating market value is below average. Her looks, if she had no kids, even if she's 34, she's average at best. She has 3 special needs kids. She doesn't work. That man has responsibilities if he's jumping into this shit. Include that, her dating market value is about a 3. So about a 3. And she's deluded in wanting to marry, to marriage. So if this man looks like a fucking ass and he's short, he's 5 foot, it don't matter. As long as he will be a good father and accepts your marriage shit, it don't matter. That is why. See, she's an example of why men say you won't find a man. Why men say women like this won't find a man. Again, it's not because women don't have options. It's because they eliminate their options. They eliminate their options. This is why I said you're not going to find the man that you want. You're not going to find the man that you want to marry you. This, and this is funny, right? This is why a lot of men just say shit and not clarify, because what's the point? What's the point to clarify, oh, you're not going to find a man? Why? Why would you clarify that? Because honestly, women will prove that point anyway. Women will prove the point that you're not going to find a man. Because, yes, women have options. But why can't they find a man? Here's a baby mama of three special needs kids. She's 34. Looks average at best. And then have the audacity to say, I want a man to marry me now. He better not be ugly or short. Yeah. You eliminated men yourself.
I've tried to say,
Yo, Joss. What's up, my brother?
okay, it's okay to have a dude short, but I don't really like short dudes. So.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount?
You don't even like short dudes. I swear the entitlement is insane in women. You know, I try to be sympathetic. That's why I explain shit. No, she didn't say 100K, so earnings, no. She just said he needs to marry her and be not ugly and tall. This is why, like, I try to be sympathetic and explain men's talking points because, yes, men are blunt, they're straightforward. So they don't explain the logic behind the things they say. But honestly, women just proves what men say. So what's the point, right?
Money.
I'm gonna say no because, like I said, I like an ambitious dude, and if he got an ambitious mind, I'm gonna motivate him anyway. So just go that way.
Okay, ambitious. It's just essentially a different way to go around saying, I want a man that makes money. Or maybe, yes, you probably eventually want a man that is 100K. That is women needs ambition. I don't want a man that works in Walmart. I want a man that's ambitious. That he will up his money. I don't want a man that works at Target. I don't want a man that works at McDonald's. I want a man that's ambitious. Ambitious is essentially a roundabout way to say that I want this man to be making a lot of money. Yeah. This is the hypocrisy and delusions men say. Here's a woman that honestly her dating market value, I'm not talking about her value as a woman, as a human being. No, her dating market value is a 3. Is a 3. If she didn't have 3 kids at 34, how she looks? Probably average at best a 5. A 5. Okay, and that's average at best, a 5. But because 3 special needs kids, she's a 3. She's a 3. But yet she can't recognize her own value. And this is why men talk about the delusion. You think you qualify for marriage. You think you have the entitlement. And you can have whatever standards and preferences you want. Cool. But this is why men say you can't find a man. Because you have the entitlement to say, I don't want an ugly man or a short man. And he needs to marry me. After you didn't even marry your baby daddy. And you gave him 3 kids. That man you didn't even marry. So now you expect more from the other man. And this is why men say you can't fucking find a man.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh shit! I forgot we gotta do that. Okay. Let me set this up. Fix myself. Hold on. Let me fix myself, y'all. Oh shoot. Okay. Let's see. Here we go.
Okay. All right. You look pretty smart to have 3 kids.
Yeah, I'm blessed. Like I said.
So
She's average. She's average. It's honestly, in my opinion, average body. Great that she's not obese. Yes, average. This is the thing where. Here's the thing where women don't understand. Up your beauty then. Make yourself snatch. Make that shit snatched. Okay? You want, I'm sorry, you want crazy standards? Fine. But make that shit snatched. Like, your body should be Instagram ready. That's how you're going to lure the men that are blind. So I mean, yeah, I mean honestly, nothing special. The body ain't anything special. If she didn't have 3 kids, everything about her, I'll say a 5. Everything about her, a 5. Average at best.
Now, what would you say to the man that is concerned that you have 3 kids, which, you know, obviously they
You know what?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm trying to, you know, just have some, you know, keep the lingo there, right? It's like have a banging ass body. Because men can, this is the thing where, honestly, men are simple. Men are simple. Men can forgive a lot. If you have beauty, youth, and femininity, men can forgive a lot. Honestly, men are too simple for their own good. I'll say that. Men are too simple for their own good. Even if she's like the worst human being in the world, if she's hot, man can just like, fuck it, whatever.
I'm gonna say it, you know, today ain't back in the day, you know, because my grandfather, he got with my grandma when she had so many kids, but today's
She said abuse. The typical shit. Why? The typical. It's like, you know what? This is funny with women. I find it amazing that women consistently call their baby daddies toxic, abusive. Yet you gave these men kids. You gave these men kids. It's like he cheats on me. He lies to me. He's abusive. You gave him kids. It's like, you must have loved it. I mean, you must have loved it. You gave him kids. So, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, do women actually love shitty men? Because these are the men women give kids. You don't see. You know what? This is funny. Where I find great for bringing this up. You don't see the nerds, the engineers, the geeks, rampant with baby mamas. You don't. You don't see the incels who essentially society says are the worst of worst men. The incels, okay? These types of men, these incels are the worst. Society constantly say these are the worst types of men, incels. Yet these men aren't rampant with baby mamas. But you constantly see the abusers, the liars, the cheaters, the criminals having multiple baby mamas. I'm amazed by how if you view society, if you take actually a deep look at society, the nerds, the geeks, the engineers, the coders, these men don't have, if they either don't have women or they're not producing rampant baby mamas. But it's like, guess what types of men do? I think that's funny.
not back in the day. And I don't know, you know, that's his preference. But I just feel like not only for me, I feel like a lot of men miss out on a lot of quality women. I'm just speaking from my experience. You know, if they're the right kind of women with a certain amount of kids, you know, I just feel like, you know, a lot of people miss out on good quality people who have kids because of that factor.
The hypocrisy and delusion. She said men will miss out on good quality women because of kids. She said men will miss out on good quality women because of kids. Yet, out of your own damn mouth, you said no ugly men or tall men, or no short men. No ugly men or short men. Do you not hear the hypocrisy and delusion in your own fucking words? You literally would miss out on good men. That's why I said, doesn't matter if he's butt ugly. Doesn't matter if he's 5 foot. As long as he's willing to marry you, will be a good husband, and will be a good father to your special need kids. But yet, you would miss out on a good man because he's ugly, because he's short. But you have the audacity to say that men shouldn't look past women that have kids because they can miss out on good women. Are you stupid? This is why I make this content. Because this is the audacity, the entitlement of women, the hypocrisy of women. How dare you? How dare you say men can miss out on good women because of glaring red flags, glaring standards that men would have? How dare you? And then on the same, your same breath say that I don't want ugly men or short men. And not see that maybe you would miss out on good men because such superficial qualities like that. When honestly, 3 kids isn't superficial. 3 kids isn't superficial. It is hell of a lot of responsibility. And that's for regular kids. Okay? That's for regular kids. You have 3 special need kids. This is the thing. I said this. I'm going to say this more and more. If women like this weren't in the dating market, men's content would be gone. I swear, Red Pill would be gone. Manosphere would be gone. Because what? We wouldn't have content to react to. We wouldn't have examples of women's delusions and hypocrisies. Honestly, men wouldn't suffer because in the dating pool would be more quality women. It will be mainly quality women. And then men would have to step up their game to compete for quality women. But honestly, men are looking like, what am I competing for? This is not quality. This is in the dating pool. This ain't quality.
I mean, of course it's a person by person thing, but that's just my opinion.
I feel you. Now you use your grandparents as an example.
Yeah, because I was just saying that because when my grandma, she had, 4 kids, and my grandfather met her, and then they had more kids after that. And he was, the man that I wish I can find one day, but they just don't make them like that no more. So, but maybe one day.
Okay, so so you have this example. So your grandmother had 3 children, then met your
She had
grandfather.
4.
She had 4 children when she met your grandfather. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if we can find a man like your grandfather.
Well, probably not, but I just said that example as, a lot of people, the point I'm saying that is because I feel like a lot of people do miss out on quality women and men if they judge too harshly on that. I'm not a person who judges harshly. It's just a case by case thing with me. So,
You literally said ugliness and height. It's like, make it make sense. It doesn't make sense.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
I swear, this woman should just...
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
You know what happened? And I talked to, I have so many married mentors, and then the married mentors that are older, right? Let's say 60 and plus, my spiritual guy, my therapist, they're older women and they're both married. And what they say is one of the biggest differences is social media. Like when they got married and they're still married, their husbands, they met in their town and they built a life together. The type of man that most women desire now, like my show, it's a gift and a curse. So he could be in Texas, but now he comes on the internet, forget my show, he's on Instagram or he's on Facebook, and now he's connected with women all around the world. And then if he's a guy with me,
I do admit, Passport Bros have shown that men don't need to settle. Men don't need to settle. If you are a man of quality, even an average man, okay? An average man that works hard, financially literate, works hard, have a good head on his shoulders. He's a good man, wants to be a good father, wants to be a good husband. He does not need to settle. He does not need to settle because honestly, the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. Because here's we don't talk about. Maybe her grandfather. His world was so small back in the day. He needed to settle for what he can get. He needed to settle for what he can get. Plus, most likely, her grandmother didn't have these stupid standards that modern women have. Like I said, she eliminated ugly men, short men. So really, maybe her grandmother wouldn't have done that. But we have women like this that will eliminate men on superficial shit. So men are like waking up. No, I'm done. I don't need to deal with this shit. I don't need to settle. If I'm a good man, if I'm financially literate, if I work hard, the world is my oyster. I can go anywhere else and expand my dating pool. It's not 100% a success. I'm not saying that. Don't think that, oh, just because I'm traveling to certain parts of the world, it's 100% success. No. But it expands your dating market. That is important. Gives you more options. Absolute 7. That's where I'm now. There's no need to rush finding good women. Yep. Keep working on yourself and the right thing will come. Exactly. 100%. I want all my brothers to understand. If you are a good man, you're a faithful man, you're a morally sound man, you have a good head on your shoulders, you want to be a good husband, you want to be a good father, you are financially literate, meaning that you work hard, you know how to save, you know how to invest, you're trying to build yourself up, your finances up. Don't settle. Don't rush. The world is there. It's open to you.
You know, it's no thing for him to fly a girl to him or a girl to relocate. So the most desired man now has so many options because of the internet.
I don't think I want the most desired man, actually, and I see that, but I don't think I want the most desired man.
Okay.
I think I want somebody who's special and unique.
Okay,
That's what I think I want.
Okay.
What's special and unique? What does that mean? What's that mean? You don't want the world's most desired man. Yeah, you don't want ugly or short men. And then you want special, unique. Women say the most ambiguous shit. And a lot of things that just counteract each other, that don't make sense. It's like, what type of man are you even looking for?
We did the Kendrick Cam. Did I ask you when was your last relationship?
No, but my last relationship was my kid's dad, which was, I'll say, my son's 4, so maybe like 3.5 years ago, something like that.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm not gonna answer.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Bitch, are you kidding me? You're not gonna answer when you had sex. Why? Because most likely you did it within the month. You did it within the 1 or 2 months. You're still slinging that. You're still slinging that thing around. Are you kidding me? It's like, what are men get? What are these men getting? What are men getting? This is what men say. Use goods. I'm sorry. It sounds terrible, but this is why men say use goods. It's like you can't even keep your legs closed for a man that you say that you want him to marry you. It's like you're constantly being fine. We're getting used by the pookies. And then you're fine getting used by the pookies, but expect the nice guy to marry you. It don't make. See, this is why men say it don't make sense. Shit like that just not make sense. It's like you want the next guy to marry you, but you're fine with giving your bodies to men that won't marry you. Then why would the other man marry you?
3 flaws you have to work on.
I'll say I'm impatient and I do have a little attitude sometimes that I am working on.
What's, oh my God, what's so special about you? You have an attitude. You're impatient. Oh my God, you are, I swear to God, you, it's like, oh my God. It's like, this is the thing what women don't understand. Women don't understand. This is why men say you won't find a man. This is why. There is no value in being with you besides your body, but the pookies are getting it for free. The pookies are getting it for free. This is why I said, what good, smart man is going for this shit? I just said women need to reevaluate what type of man you think you're getting. You're 34, 3 special needs kids. Don't want you want to get married. You expect the man to marry you. You don't want ugly men, short men. You have an attitude. It's like, I swear to God, men will be settling for you. Really.
And I do overthink a lot.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Cause I'm really nervous right now, but and that's how I am naturally when I first meet somebody or anything. But I am a whole vibe completely. That's why my name is Scorpio Vibes on here. But it's Seisha. But I'm a complete vibe. I love people. Just in general, I love uplifting and motivating anybody. I'm funny. If he has kids, I'll be a good, stepmom or wife. I feel like, whatever. I am learning every day, and I hope I learn until the day I die. So they're just a part of me. But I just think I'm just a great person to be around, and if somebody is, open to somebody who, knows that nobody's perfect, and, we can not be perfect together.
Yes, nobody's perfect. But your value is so low. It's just really being truthful and being straight with women. What you said was nothing special. Lucky to be with you, your vibe. Great. The pookies are chilling with that, right? The man who's not giving you marriage is taking advantage of that, your vibe. It's like, seriously. Nothing you said was all that special.
And learn together, I'm with that. So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Seisha, are you on the Kendra G singles dating?
I swear, women are. This is why women will continue to be single. They continue to be single or unmarried. Because most likely the men that they deal with won't marry them. The men that fit their standards won't lower their own standards to marry this. Yeah. These women needed a godfather. They really did. I swear. Because they need wake-up calls. What do you guys think? I've said this before. One of the things that I love about the internet, and why I said what I just said, that if these women stop dating, get out of the dating market, don't deal with men anymore, men's content would be gone. Men's content would be gone because men would have no proof of the shit they say. Men wouldn't be dealing with these low value women, these terrible women. So men wouldn't really have anything to say. But honestly, these women are there. So men's content, men's talking points will always be proven. It will always be proven right because these women are a mess. They are an absolute mess. You know what? I agree with that. I agree that I've said this before, where I think I'm the very few male content creators that I'm honestly in support of, if that a lot of women should just stay single. Get out of the dating market. Stop dealing with men. Get out of the dating market. Stop dealing with men and just live your single life. If you're a single mother, yo, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. Get out of the dating market. Stop dealing with men. Live your life. Like Parasocial said, maybe get with other broken women, get with other single mothers and cohabitate, build a life with each other, help out each other with your children, and just get out of the dating market. Because I think that, bad women in the dating market creates bad men. Bad women that are in the dating market will create bad men. Because here's the thing. If there were quality women, or mainly quality women in the dating market, men would have to step up their game. Men will have to step up the game because men know it's competition. Men will know it's competition, so they will have to step up their game. Why would I step up my game for this baby mama of 3? Why? What for? So I could get her? No. It's the thing. Why would any man step up his game for women like this? Unless he's desperate. And a man that's desperate is not stepping up his game for shit like this. So, that's what I think. That's what I think. Yo, Cash, what's up, my brother? Yo, thank you guys for all being here today. I love you guys, my brothers. All right, let's move on to the next clip. I think we're having some. I think we're reacting to some fun videos. Okay, so I think it's fun. All right, let's check out this clip.
Help. I think I just got the ick from the guy I'm seeing, and the reason is a little controversial. I need your opinion, TikTok. So we went on help. I think I just got the ick from the guy I'm seeing, and the reason is a little controversial. I need your opinion, TikTok. So we went on a couple dates where when the check would come, he acted really dodgy. And in these moments, I do something that you should never do, and I reach for my purse, lip gloss, whatever, to just break the tension. And it gives them an opening where he said, oh, I got this one, you get the next, which is not a big deal. And I did that on our first date, didn't think anything of it until last night. We went to this hole-in-the-wall place that I picked, dim sum, really cheap.
Yo, I think that's so cool. King Groove says his Capcom PlayStation video games. Okay, I think that's really cool. I love that. I am, I'm not an avid game collector or gamer, but I do like to collect some games, so I think it's really cool.
Sam Smith was there last night. Not the point, but after we order, the waitress comes up and says we only take cash or American Express. I say I have cash. He says I have American Express, and the waitress says, what are you going to pay with? He looks like this at me, and I said, oh, don't worry, we'll figure it out. We eat our meal. I also might mention that I'm unemployed. He has a lucrative job. He ordered a bunch of stuff off the menu that I can't eat because I don't eat meat. That really doesn't matter, but I just wanted to fill in some gaps so the story might make a little bit more sense. The waitress comes and puts a bill right beside him where he refuses to look at it or acknowledge it at all. At this point, I start to take my cash out and there's just no acknowledgement. I say, how much is it? He doesn't look. Then I go to look at the bill. It's $40, so I say, okay, perfect. And I put the $20 bill down where he says, thank you. I'll get the drinks at the next place. Not clocking what's happening, I say, you don't have to do that. Finally, the waitress comes up and sees that there's only a $20 bill for a $40 check. And I understand what's happening in real time. And I say to the man, oh no, I didn't pay the whole bill. I just put down a 20. I lied and said I didn't have more cash or I would have paid it, but I didn't want to. I shouldn't have to. He then gets out his American Express Platinum and puts it down next to the $20 bill, ponders for a second, and then hands it back to me and says, here, you can keep this and you buy the drinks at the next spot. Cool. On one hand, am I the bad guy for being shallow and thinking that this is a deal breaker? Or am I a bad girl for having the lowest expectation and bar when it comes to my dates? Dating in New York is not for the faint of heart. Help, I think I
You know, this is the whole paying for dates thing is that it is shallow. She is shallow. Dating for the whole paying for dates thing is like a very touchy subject. Now, I'll give my take is that I personally, if I'm going on a date with a woman, I usually pay. My personal opinion is that I don't need money from any woman. I don't need handouts from any women. If I'm going on a date, I don't care. Right? I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna I don't need your money. But what I do, okay, is that I pick the dates. It's going to be what I want. Either it's a low. I usually go for a low investment date or a place that I wanted to go to. I don't care what she says. So that's how I go about it. It's what I pick, or it's a low investment date. $40 date is fine. It's not that big of a deal. I think he probably should have paid for it, or expect her to pay for it. It's not that special. But here's the thing. It would have saved them both time, especially women like this, because honestly, she ain't anything special. It would have saved them both time and just did a drink date, a coffee date, a walking date. This is the thing where I honestly don't understand women. I really don't. Because these simple dates, these trends that people are talking about, right? The coffee dates, the walking dates, the low investment dates, they are essentially quick dates where you're actually trying to see if you have a vibe with the person. You actually, you know what? You actually want to see the person again. If you find any icks or red flags, the coffee date is when you see if you have it. Because we've lost the plot in that we don't try to get to know each other before a date. Because in my personal opinion, or how I did it back in the day, is that I actually try to get to know you before we even go on a first date, where I will hope that I like you and you like me, and that the date is just to confirm that we like each other. But now people are going on first date and they don't know nothing about the person. The date is when they want to see if they even like the person or even want to get to know the person. Make each other change their minds of, okay, now I should be into you. It's like, you're wasting time. You're wasting each other's time. And I think it's stupid. I really do. I really think that women should love coffee dates. So it won't waste their time. But I don't know. They have these weird things. Oh, coffee dates are below me. Let's break it down a little bit.
just got the ick from the guy I'm seeing, and the reason is a little controversial. I need your opinion, TikTok. So we went on a couple dates where when the check would come, he acted really dodgy.
So it's a couple dates. So she's dated this man. She's been on a couple dates with him. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, seriously.
And in these moments, I do something that you should never do, and I reach for my purse, lip gloss, whatever, to just break the tension. And it gives them an opening where he said, oh, I got this one, you get the next, which is not a big deal. And I did that on our first date, didn't think anything of it until last night. We went to this.
You did on the first date. Okay, he got it. And he said, you got the next one. This is a thing where I find the stupidity in women. Why do women, it's always women who think that they're princesses. That they're so, like, you are, I'm giving you my time. You're paying for my time. Instead of, this is why, this is the insanity. It's not that two people wanting to get to know each other. It's that women are allowing men to get to know them. The entitlement. It's like, oh, I'm allowing you to have my time. So you should honor that. You should honor that with paying for dates. Instead of, you know what? You're both equally contributing to the process of getting to know each other. So I would think that, okay, he got the first date. You obviously like the date because you agreed to go on another date. Why didn't you have the next date? Why didn't you pay for the next date? Because this is a thing where I swear to God, if the roles were reversed, if society reversed the roles where women synonymously were paying for dates, they would expect results from the date. It's only because women don't lose out. Women don't lose out on dates. They don't lose out. They maybe a few times, but honestly, maybe their time, but honestly, women are bored. Women will use men for entertainment, use men for experiences. So really, they're not losing out on time because they're doing something with their time. But they're fine with, wasting their time or getting some entertainment from it. But they're not losing out on money. So they don't care. They have no investment in the dating process. They could lose you or not. It don't matter to them because there's no investment. This is a thing where a lot of women don't understand. Men will see it as investment. Men are putting money down not to get to know you and let you ghost him. That's the thing. Men are tired of, I'm paying for one date, she ignores me and ghosts me. I gotta pay for another date, she ignores me, ghosts me, and so on and so on. Men are tired of that shit. Yes, one date, $40. Next date, another 40. Next date, another 40. It's just piles of 40s ain't pocket change to average men. It gets tiring to a certain point. That's something that women don't understand because they don't invest in dating. So why not make it equal? Because here's the thing. Men, I agree. Men putting out money doesn't guarantee him your body. But you going on a date with a man doesn't guarantee you his wallet. That's the thing. Women have fought for equality, yet they don't implement it. They don't implement it. He is being equal. He paid for the first date. Why don't you pay for the second?
Hole in the wall place that I picked, dim sum, really cheap. Sam Smith was there last night. Not the point. But after we order, the waitress comes up and says, we only take cash or American Express.
And you picked the second date. You picked this date. And you said it's cheap. Why complain that you paid for it?
I say, I have cash. He says, I have American Express. And the waitress says, what are you going to pay with? He looks like this at me and I said, oh, don't worry. We'll figure it out. We eat our meal. I also might mention.
Vang, what's up, my brother? Yes, there is no equality in this world. There really isn't. Men know this. Men know that there's no equality. It's just that it gets tiring when modern day women complain. They consistently talk about equality, but they don't implement it.
That I'm unemployed. He has a lucrative job. He ordered a.
You're unemployed. He has a lucrative job. Who's settling for who? It's like, seriously, who's settling for who? You're a grown adult that's unemployed. He's working. This is the thing where women don't see that their value is not that special. Where now he's getting with an unemployed woman. That is, I would feel that you're using me for dinner dates. You're using me to pay for dinners for you. You're unemployed. I ain't getting sex out of this, which I'm not saying he should be guaranteed it, but you're not showing any other kind of effort.
Bunch of stuff off the menu that I can't eat because I don't eat meat. That really doesn't matter, but I just wanted to fill in some gaps so the story might make a little bit more sense. The waitress comes and puts a bill right beside him where he refuses to look at it or acknowledge it at all. At this point, I start to take my cash out and there's just no acknowledgement. I say how much.
That's the thing where I'm assuming here's a man that probably thought, oh, first date, I said, I got this. And I said, you will get the next date. You didn't say anything. You didn't disagree. The next date, He probably assumed you got this. Here's the thing where women don't understand accountability. Why didn't you not say, oh, you know what? No more dates. You're here making a video saying this man gives you the ick. Yet, he did that on the first date. You are willing to waste this man's time to go on another date with him. And yet, you didn't say that the first time. You knew he said, you have it the next time, right? You knew that. Instead of being the good communicator that women talk about, instead of saying, you know what? I think we're not going to work out because I don't like a man that doesn't pay for all dates. Instead of doing that, being upfront, truthful, good communicator, no, you wasted his time to go on a second date that now you push him to pay for another date. That honestly, now that you say that you have the ick for him, I doubt you're going to go on another date with him. So, you just wasted his time and his money twice. That's the thing. That's the thing what women don't understand. Because I've been there where, you know what? You go on multiple dates with a woman, and they will still find icks about you and not see you again. So you just lost out on the money you spent on this woman. And what do you get out? Men are not clamoring to go on dates. Men aren't. It's not, when dates don't have results, it's not fun. Not for men. Men are not, only women desire these dating experiences. Only women do this. Men are not clamoring, oh, I want to go out on multiple dates with just random women, never see them again because, you know what, I'm just happy to go on these dinners. No, men aren't, especially because men always have to pay for these things.
He doesn't look. Then I go to look at the bill. It's $40. So I say, okay, perfect. And I put the $20 bill down where he says, thank you. I'll get the drinks at the next place. Not clocking what's happening, I say, you don't have to do that. Finally, the waitress comes up and sees that there's only a $20 bill for a $40 check. And I understand what's happening in real time. And I say to the man, oh no, I didn't pay the whole bill. I just put down a 20. I lied and said I didn't have more cash or I would have paid it, but I didn't want to. I shouldn't have to. He then gets out his American Express.
You shouldn't have to. You picked the place. You shouldn't have to. It's like, what makes you think you're so special? I swear that I think this is a thing where this entitlement that a lot of modern women have. That yes, I shouldn't have to. You know, this is a thing where back in the day, men know that, you know what, being a gentleman with a woman, being, you know, courting them, gets them somewhere, gets results, gets an actual relationship. Even if you court a woman today, go on dates, it doesn't guarantee you nothing. A lot of times, you'll get no results. That's the change of the landscape. That's why the landscape has changed. That's why men's ideology has changed when it comes to dating. Because the results men get are absolutely zero.
Platinum and puts it down next to the $20 bill, ponders for a second, and then hands it back to me and says, here, you can keep this and you buy the drinks at the next spot. Cool. On one hand, am I the bad guy for being shallow and thinking that this is a deal breaker? Or am I a bad girl for having the lowest expectation in bar when it comes to my dates? Dating in New York is not.
I would say this, okay? It seems like he has low expectation in bar. Because this is the thing where I saw this I saw this person talking about something. Women wouldn't date themselves. So imagine this. This woman, all the shit that she's saying, she's unemployed. She doesn't want to pay for any dates. She expects her date to pay for it. Would she date herself? Would she date an unemployed man that doesn't pay for any dates, expects for his date to pay for everything? Would she? No, she wouldn't. So essentially, in women's minds, and I think this happens for a lot of women, they wouldn't date themselves. They wouldn't date themselves. They have qualities that they themselves do not like in a partner, but they expect the man to like it. They expect the man to like these qualities that these women have. I find that funny. I really do. It's like a light bulb that it's like, seriously? You wouldn't even date yourself. So essentially, it's the man who's lowering his bar to date you because you wouldn't even date himself. That man is a gainfully employed man. He's at least at basic adult standards. Okay, being employed is the bar is like where the bar starts. Gainfully employed. You as a woman ain't even at the bar. You're unemployed. So that's the insanity of it. At least that man would be fine, would want to date a woman that's employed. It's like women are funny. Women are funny. The hypocrisy and delusion. It's funny. What do you guys think? And you know what? This is the thing where the more and more videos I do, it just add to my ideology, my point where if all of these women actually stop dating, get out of dating market because they have such toxic mindset, toxic ideology, how they treat men, how they view men. If they get out of the dating market, if these women stop dating, stop this shit, stop dealing with men, I think the dating market would be a whole lot better. There would be more quality women, more feminine, more ladylike women, more women that's worth it. I think the dating market would be a whole lot better. How's everyone doing? Thank you guys for joining the live. Please like and subscribe if you guys haven't. I just want to say, please check out my other videos, especially the video that I had from today. I think it's a good video. It was a touching video in my personal opinion. I poured my heart out in that video. Want to see if I hope it's a relatable video. So hope you guys like that one, but please check that one out. Yo, love it. Love ya. King Groove. All right, let's continue. All right, let's check this video out. Here is a video of a single mom. So let's check it out. I haven't watched it, so hopefully it's good.
I finally went on my first date for 2025. We met on Hinge. Finally went on my first date for 2025. We met on Hinge. We kind of hit it off talking about psychology, which is one of my special interests. And then we took it off app to schedule a date for Friday. He was like, "Are you adventurous?" Well, it really depends what we're talking about. He's like, "I don't like dinner dates, and because you live so close to the lake, why don't we meet at the lake, have a campfire, roast some marshmallows, and just talk?" That sounds like it's straight out of a true crime documentary. Like, I'm not even paranoid, but that feels very unsafe. And he asked me, "Do you have a lot of bad experiences?" No, but I'm not going to start now. So he kind of got the hint. He was like, okay, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best first date idea. So he scheduled a reservation at a restaurant near me, and we met up on Friday. The conversation flowed. It was very comfortable. There are a lot of things that I like about him. One thing that he made very, very clear was the physical part of a relationship is very important to him, which I agree with. However, It's not usually a conversation that needs to be brought up on the first date. Kind of made it feel off. It was the normal like, yes, it was a good time, love to see you again. And then the next day he's like, I don't have kids, let's get together tonight. And I'm like, what did you have in mind? And he goes, well, I don't think you're gonna like my ideas. Well, you know, you don't know until you tell me. And he's like, well, we could meet at my house and have dessert and go in the hot tub. We could stargaze outside, or we could go to the lake and have a campfire. And I'm like, oh, you don't understand that we don't have the rapport yet. The safety, the trust, it's not there. And it just wasn't clicking for the guy. Even though I was continually saying, I want to meet in a public place, he wasn't getting it. And so cut it off right then and there. Not willing to pursue anything else with the guy. And yeah, it was just kind of a bummer. So stay safe, ladies. Don't get murdered. I finally went on my first date for
The whole don't get murdered thing is, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm not saying that it is wrong for her to be cautious. No, I'm not saying that. It is fine. It's perfectly reasonable to be cautious. I agree. To be cautious, to, you know, have boundaries, have whatever. 100% agree. But here is the thing that I think a lot of women don't process. They put all the pressure on men. All the pressure on men. Because here's the thing. She put down his ideas, which I'm not saying that it's not wrong that she put him down, because yes, second date, go to his house. Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying that I disagree with her being cautious. Yo, Taurus, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I understand both sides. I'm not saying that. But here's the issue I have with how women go about dating nowadays. They put all the pressure on men to make the relationship work, to make the process of dating work. And they don't understand that there's a whole lot of pressure. There's a whole lot of pressure. I think at the end of the day, men feel that if I'm investing, I want something out of it. Now, I agree, men paying for dates should not and does not guarantee him your body. I agree. But honestly, on the same token, dating men should not guarantee you his wallet. So this is the thing where I wish that, and it's not going to happen. This is like, you know, what you want to be, but what is. That actually women, they should actually pay for dates. So you don't have that, you don't have that stigma. Because honestly, men wouldn't be investing. You should plan dates out. You expect him to plan the dates. You expect these things. So a lot of men say, if I'm putting in the effort, the money, I want something out of it. I want something to happen. And a lot of men want, yes, they want sex, but they also want like, it's going somewhere where, you know what? I am not just here giving, I'm receiving. Because in my personal opinion, men in general are not enjoying the dating process. Men don't enjoy having to figure out where to take her, push the conversation along, pay for the dates. Men aren't enjoying it. So that's the thing where if women take that pressure off of men, the ball's in her court. The ball's in her court. But women don't want to do that. So they don't understand that, you know what? That's how the process of men's mind work. You don't want to take up the lead. You expect him to. But when he does it, you don't like it. So really, it's like, I don't know. This is why dating is failing. Because here's the thing. He sees you as a single mom. You're not some, young virgin, some innocent young woman. So men see a single mom. You've already given it out to a man. So a lot of times they see that sex should be on the table. And this is the thing where I'm a big supporter of. Her first date should have been a coffee date. She should have checked his vibe then. Should have been a coffee date, low investment date. Second date should have been another maybe low investment date. So, or she should have planned it out. But let's I guess let's break it down. Let's listen to it one more time and let's see if I could think of anything else.
2025. We met on Hinge. We kind of hit it off talking about psychology, which is one of my special interests. And then we took it off app to skip.
I didn't think about that. Psychology is a red flag when mentioned in the first 3 minutes of the conversation. That's interesting. That's interesting. No, yeah, I think I'm not saying she doesn't have valid points. But what I am saying is that a lot of women don't understand how men go about things. I'm not saying that he was right. I'm not saying he's right, but I'm saying that understand that in general, men feel like they're investing in a woman. Already, off the bat, first date. You're paying for the date. You're picking the date. It's already an investment. It's money out of the pocket. It's effort used, time used. So it's an investment. Well, as investment go, you want to pay off. Whatever it is, right? A relationship, a second date, some sex. Men want some payoff. I don't know why women don't take away that idea of investment. So I don't know.
Schedule a date for Friday. He was like, "Are you adventurous?" Well, it really depends what we're talking about. He's like, "I don't like dinner dates, and because you live so close to the lake, why don't we meet at the lake, have a campfire, roast some marshmallows, and just talk?" That sounds like it's straight out of a true crime documentary. Like, I'm not even paranoid, but that feels very unsafe. And
I'm on the fence with this, right? I said this. I agree. Women should be cautious. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I should feel because I agree, man. Women should be cautious. It's just that women you're already on the foot that you think men are dangerous. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not saying she's wrong. Because men have been dangerous. Men can be dangerous. It's just, I don't know. It just kind of rubs me in the wrong way that she's automatically, oh, I know being alone with you is dangerous. I don't know. I don't know. How you guys feel about that? I don't. It's not like I don't. It's not like I don't agree, but it's like I don't know because it's just you already have preconception of the man. It's an excuse. Those are great plans. She just don't want to have a good time and give up easy. You know what? That's the thing where. That's why I kind of feel like that. From the men's side, we want to be in an environment where we can show our personality. It's a bit different when you're out amongst a crowd or worried about moving around from A to B. I can see that. I can see that logic. Because here's the thing, right? I go about this where, yes, I don't disagree that men can and have been dangerous. But I go about this that, you know what? I believe, personal opinion, most men aren't. Now, I'm not saying there's data about it or, I'm not necessarily, but I view most men are not dangerous. But I'm not a woman, so I'm not dating as a woman. But I view men as most men are they are protectors. They care. It's just that the bad men outshine the good men. So that's why I go about it like that's why I'm on the fence, right? I not like I don't see her point. It's just that off the bat, you just view men as dangerous. It's like so off-putting. Because here's the thing where a lot of men will view a single mother as, you know what? Easy access. So should we just take on preconceived notions? And you know what? Maybe this is gonna be controversial too, right? Just like Torres said, that's why he preferred her having her come over. Now, I'm not saying that again, I'm not saying that this is his viewpoint or this is the type of man he was, but the type of man I would be is like, I would love a woman to come over to me. We could chill, we could eat, and just watch something chill. And I wouldn't even be thinking about sex. I wouldn't even be thinking about sex. But again, the bad men or the men that women usually go on dates with have ruined it where it's always about sex. So in women's mind, oh, this man always wants to have sex with me. In my opinion, good men, just personal opinion, we're not just about sex. We're about, I want to see, I'm investing in you. I want a relationship. Sex is usually one and done. Not usually, but that's usually that's the thought process. So I want an actual committed relationship out of this. So I'm not just inviting you over just to have sex. No, I'm inviting you over so we could, yes, talk, be more comfortable, talk to each other, get to know each other. And while we're enjoying some food, watching some, movies or whatever. So that's what I was thinking about. But
asked me, do you have a lot of bad experiences? No, but I'm not gonna start now. So he kind of got the hint. He was like, okay, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best first date idea. So he scheduled a reservation at a restaurant near me, and we met up on Friday. The conversation flowed. It was very comfortable. There are a lot of things that I like about him. One thing that he made very, very clear was the physical part of a relationship is very important to him, which I agree with. However, it's not usually a conversation that needs to be brought up on the first date. Kind of made it.
why? Why shouldn't it be brought up on the first date? This is a thing where the things that women find important, they will bring up quick. The things that men find important, he shouldn't bring it up. In my personal opinion, intimacy would be my most important thing. It's not the only important thing, but it would be the most important thing. It's like, yes, men want intimacy. And that is honestly, I've said this before, where women's careers, their accomplishments, their money means nothing. Why does it mean nothing? Because men don't benefit from it. It's not like she is asking him on dates and paying for it. No. He has to. He has to. Guess what? What do men care about? Women's youth, women's body, women's personality. Why their youth? Because their beauty, right? Their beauty, their body. It's what men get. What men will receive. It's what women give men, their bodies. Women aren't giving men their money, okay? So really, men don't care. Men don't care. So really, the things that are important to men are essentially that. Their personality, which is like what women present to men, their body and beauty. That's what men benefit from. So that's what men care about. And I think calling what men care about, what he's saying about his standards and preferences, a red flag, only shows how you are a red flag.
Feel off. It was the normal, like, yes, it was a good time, love to see you again. And then the next day he's like, I don't have kids, let's get together tonight. And I'm like, what did you have in mind? And he goes, well, I don't think you're gonna like my ideas. Well, you don't know until you tell me. And he's like, well, we could.
He knew. Because you didn't like it before. You didn't like the intimate settings. And I'm not saying I don't understand that. But here's the thing. Take charge then. Plan for it. You should plan the date.
Meet at my house and have dessert and go in the hot tub. We could stargaze outside. Or we could go to the lake and have a campfire. And I'm like, oh, you don't understand that we don't have the rapport yet. The safety, the trust, it's not there. And it just wasn't clicking for the guy. Even though I was continually saying, I want to meet in a public place, he wasn't getting it. And so cut it off right then and there. Not willing to pursue anything else with the guy. And yeah, it was just kind of a bummer. So stay safe, ladies. Don't get murdered.
That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. That really kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's hard because again, it's not that I don't understand women's safety. Really, but it's like, it's just, it really rubs me the wrong way. Because it's a preconceived notion that men will murder you. It's like, no. It's just so, I'm so, I don't know. I'm God, it's really hard to get my mind around that, because again, you pretty much say men are dangerous off the bat. And it's not like I don't disagree that men have the propensity to be dangerous, or that women haven't experienced dangerous men. But it's like, she talks like all men are dangerous. That's what I'm gauging. That's what I'm interpreting. Now it's my own interpretation, because it's just like, it's from beginning to end, it's about men are dangerous. Then why even date men? Why even date? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. No, yeah. This is, yeah, exactly. I mean, this is why I think that too. He did express his wants and needs, and here's the thing where, like I said, I think women should just take the ball. Right? I mean, just, how about women plan? I think things would be, for women like this, change it. Things will go her way more if she just, she picks dates, she pay for dates, she'll take the lead. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? All right. Let's check out this one. All right. Let's check out this clip. A difficult broad.
So I went on a date with a creature, or otherwise known as a man, and it was horrible. Like, I don't know where these guys come from, where they find the audacity, and like, who fucking raised them? So the date itself was horrendous. We met for drinks, his suggestion. I made sure it was in a spot that like I'm very familiar with. And, we met there, and I ordered a beer, very casual, and he's a very fit, buff guy, and he ordered water. And then I was like, oh, shoot. And I like kind of felt bad, because I was like, oh, is he sober? Like, because I'm fine going on a date like with no drinks. Like, that doesn't bother me. And, but then I was like, no, he suggested the drinks. Like, that's weird to suggest drinks and then not get a drink. So I was like, oh, are you not drinking? And he said, no, not right now. And because he's like fit and buff or whatever, I was just trying to have banter. And I was like, oh, you watching your figure? And he was like, yeah, I'm at this percentage body fat right now, and I want to be this percentage body fat. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, like, slay, I don't know. So then he goes on to tell me about this like weird diet that he's doing, where he's like eating just tuna fish and orange juice and whatever. So then he like tries to go down and squeeze my calf to see how muscular it is, to which point I said, don't touch me. And then I realized, like, this guy's a fucking creep. I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I chugged my beer down, because I'm not gonna waste a beer. And I'm like, you know what, I gotta go. And he's like, oh, well, that doesn't sound good. Like, no, buddy, it's not. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got stuff to do. So we go out, and I didn't want him to walk me to my car, but I literally parked, like, right in front, so he would have seen where I was going anyway. And so I just, let him walk me to, like, the middle of the street. And then he's like, okay, well, good night. And I said, good night. And I wasn't going in for any sort of hug or anything. He went in straight for the kill. Not the kill. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. straight for the kiss, to which I had to like Matrix style bend backwards to avoid. I've never been that flexible in my life. And I get back up and I'm like, oh, you know, I don't kiss on the first date. And he looks at me, he's like, well, that was dramatic. And I go, actually it wasn't, but call it what you will, later. And then he followed me to my car and tried to prevent me from getting in. And I said, back the fuck away from my car, or I'm gonna cut your fucking hands off. And he thought I was joking. And so I shoved him in the chest away from the door, hopped in, closed the door and locked it right away, grabbed my bat from the back and showed it to him, and then fucking peeled out. And this motherfucker has the audacity to scream after me, so am I gonna see you again? What? I wish like, why can't I be gay? So I went
I don't know about you guys. The septum, the nose ring. I would figure what type of woman this is. I don't know. Am I alone in this? Am I alone in this? Is that I think all women that has nose rings is pretty much like this. I think it's like maybe this is a character trait, personal thing, right? Personal opinion. I think women with nose rings are pretty much like this. Okay, let's break it down. I guess let's break this down. But I do agree, like Taurus said. I like Taurus said. I think a lot of women should be planning things. Tomboys. Yeah. I mean, this woman ain't. She's a 5. But yes, I think women. You might as well just plan the dates. You might as well just ask the men out. But yeah, that's I guess let's break it down.
on a date with a creature, or otherwise known as a man, and it was horrible. Like, I don't know where these guys come from, where they find the audacity, and like, who fucking raised them?
Man, if someone told me that she was a lesbian, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
So the date itself was horrendous. We met for drinks, his suggestion. I made sure it was in a spot that like I'm very familiar with. And, you know, we met there and
Here's the thing where I get it. I get it. Women fear men. I get it. I mean, we saw it with the last clip. Women fear men. It's maybe I don't know. It's just the thought process. You fear men. Do you think that you will get results from that trauma, from that mindset? I don't. Because again, like the thing I said, the last woman, her focus was like, oh, men are dangerous, essentially. And here's another woman, just she's giving me that vibe as well. Now, I'm not here to say that men have not been dangerous or men are, but I just feel like the mindset women have, essentially, contributes to the type of men they attract. That's the thing where I find that, why I'm processing that. I think there's like maybe that's why women are attracting these types of men, because they think men will kill them, which and they fear men and stuff like. I don't know. I mean, it's like I want to say I agree, be cautious, but it's just like this is also a mindset where I don't know. It's like maybe get out of the dating market. I really do. Because the mindset where you believe all men are dangerous, I don't know. Yes, I do agree with that. Women love a dangerous man as long as he's attractive and charming. I agree. I'm assuming this man wasn't attractive enough.
I ordered a beer, very casual, and he's a very fit, buff guy, and he.
And here's the thing. This man is a very fit, buff guy. Sometimes I don't. Maybe I'm alone in this, but I kind of get stereotypes have a basis of truth to them. Because she's gonna say that he grabbed her calf. Now, I agree that maybe he shouldn't have done that, but let's say this. On the flip side, are you surprised that a man that's fit and buff cared about your calf? Care about, muscles and shit like that? No. Resurrected Saints, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. But I also think about this. Do you not understand the type of man you're going with? I mean, later on, she said he went up for a kiss. It's like, I would have figured that was the type of man he was. I'm more saying like let's the same kind of category. Women going with rappers. Why are they surprised that these rappers would cheat on them? You shouldn't be surprised. It's like these are the type of men you're going for. Maybe go for the awkward shy guy. I mean, I don't know.
He ordered water, and then I was like, oh shoot, and I like kind of felt bad because I was like, oh, is he sober? Like, because I'm fine going on a date like with no drinks, like that doesn't bother me, and but then I was like, no, he suggested the drinks, like that's weird to suggest drinks and then not get a drink. So I was like, oh, are you not drinking? And he said no, not right now. And because he's like fit and buff or whatever, I was just trying to have banter. And I was like, oh, you watching your figure? And he was like, yeah, I'm at this percentage body fat right now. And I want to be this percentage body fat. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. Like, slay. I don't know. So then he goes on to tell me about this like weird diet that he's doing where he's like eating just tuna fish and orange juice and whatever. So then he like tries to go down and squeeze my calf to see how muscular it is, to which point I said, don't touch me. And then
you already know that she wasn't into him. Because look at how I'm perceiving this. There are some women, when you go on a date with them, they would like you, they wouldn't mind if they were into you. They wouldn't mind if you, touch their arm, put your it's like there are, intimate moves, right? Touch connection. If she was into him, if both parties were into each other, you're on a date. You're not like, this is a thing where you can, I'm already perceiving this woman wasn't really into him at all. That's the thing where from beginning to end, I've never perceived a chance that she was actually into him. This is why it's like, she said she wished she was lesbian, but aren't you? It didn't seem like you were into this man at all. Maybe because you think that he was buff and, muscular, that you give him a chance, but it didn't seem like you like him at all. I'm not even sure if you were attracted to him. I don't know. Because I don't know what dates you guys have been on, but usually dates, if you guys were into each other, the whole touching each other, the holding hands, that usually happens on the first date. So, yeah, this woman wasn't into him at all. So, it's just, it's
and I realized, like, this guy's a fucking creep. I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I chugged my beer down because I'm not gonna waste a beer. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta go.
Which is weird, okay? Maybe I think his appearance made her uncomfortable. Maybe she's overweight. Maybe. She does have a little bit of a, she looks like she has a bit of a chub face. I mean, slightly. But, yeah, why would she even, that's one of the things, like, why would she even go on a date with a type of man like that? You knew he was a gym rat, a really, meathead. Why would you go on a date with him? I really, sometimes I'm amazed how women go about dating. I feel like women would date anyone that they think that is conventionally attractive, but they don't put a whole lot of thought into it. I really think that women put so little thought into dating. That worries me more than their supposed fear of men. It really is. It really is that. How about, you know what? Plan your dates better. Plan the men you want to go on dates better. Because your whole fear of men, if you actually put effort into picking your dates, it would lessen bad outcomes if you are so cautious of men. Because why didn't you get to know him beforehand? It's like,
And he's like, oh, well, that doesn't sound good. Like, nobody, it's not. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got stuff to do. So we go out, and I didn't want him to walk me to my car, but I literally parked, like, right in front, so he would have seen where I was going anyway. And so I just, let him walk me to, like, the middle of the street. And then he's like, okay, well, good night. And I said, good night. And I wasn't going in for any sort of hug or anything. He went in straight for the kill. Not the kill. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Straight for the kiss. To which I had to, like, Matrix style bend backwards to avoid. I've never been that flexible in my life. And I get back up and I'm like, oh, I don't kiss on the first date. And he looks at me, he's like, well, that was dramatic. And I go, actually it wasn't, but call it what you will. Later. And then he followed me to my car and tried to prevent me from getting in. And I said, back the fuck away from my car, or I'm gonna cut your fucking hands off. And he thought I was joking.
I mean, the nose piercing thing is a turn off. And yeah, it is really drawing attention to her nose, and that makes it not as appealing. This is a thing where I have a hard AEW control. Women are just like men. We are all looking an attractive person. We'd rather suffer with a good looking person than a nice non-attractive person. The thing is that we were taught that women were. Yes, I agree with that. We were taught. Honestly, I can see that, right? She was probably, superficially, shallowly attracted to this gym bro, thinking that he looks good, he's all muscle out and attracted to him. But to learn that, you know what, he's exactly what the stereotype is. But at the end of the day, yes, I agree that we are all looking for attractive people. Now, me personally, I've learned that that's not the best way of going about dating, because it's like I care more about personality. I care about more how a woman treats me, because this woman is like she'll be annoying to date. She comes off as a feminist, masculine feminist, left-wing nut. So really, it's like I would have figured she would have been a lesbian. So, I learned that attraction only goes so far. So I'd rather be attracted to a person's personality than purely their looks. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, I want an ugly person. No, but I've really learned to focus on attraction levels, where I'd rather go for a 4, a 5, maybe a 6 and care more about her personality. As long as she's okay. I'm saying okay. I don't need to be like, oh my God, you're so fucking goddamn pretty. No. As long as you're like, I don't need to poke out my fucking eyes out, then okay, I'm good. And I care more about your personality. That's how I go about it, because honestly, being the shallow shit, it gets people nowhere, in my personal opinion. You know, it's just, we're just constantly losing out. So, but again, this is probably that example. Here's a woman that most likely pretty much judged this man on purely his looks. She didn't know this man from a lick of dirt. She judged this man purely on his looks, and what did it get her? What did it get her? Because here's the thing. I saw a comment. Why are they like this? Who's they? Who's they? Why are they like this? They, as in the men that you are attracted to? Why are the men that you are attracted to like this? I don't know. Maybe because you like these types of men. Maybe you are attracted to these types of men. That's the stupidness of women. Oh, why are the good-looking men like this? I don't know. You tell me. You wanted these men. How about get men based on who they are instead of what they look like? How about that? How about that? How about get to know a man, get to know him before you like go on a date with him? How about that?
And so I shoved him in the chest away from the door, hopped in, closed the door and locked it right away, grabbed my bat from the back and showed it to him, and then fucking peeled out.
I'm so like, it's like, I don't know where to go about this, right? Again, these women that fear men. And that's why I'm on the fence, because it's not like I say, yes, women, it's not like I don't know women experience shitty men. Yes, they do. But having a bat in your car is like, wow. Wow. I mean, you might as well just stop doing. This is another example. Just stop dealing with men. Stop dealing with men. To be honest, I've said this before. I'm in big support. If you are happier single, stay single. And I don't say this in a satire or negative or sarcastic way. No. Just stay single. I honestly believe women like this are better off single. Better off single. Because honestly, because women like this are usually attracted to the shitty men, and they give the shitty men the play. Imagine this. Women like this, who's out of the dating market. Out of the dating market. So only quality women are in the dating market. Women that date with purpose. Women that don't sling their body to any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Women that don't like, this man is a musclehead. I'm not going to just jump to him because he's attractive. No, I care about his morality, his personality, his principles. Women like this get out of the dating market. It's only better for the dating market. It's like that's the thing where I was like, that mentality. She has a bat in her car. I'm assuming ready to swing at any misogynistic man. Any dangerous man, and I get it, but is that really a healthy kind of woman to be in a relationship with a man? Be in a relationship with a good man? I don't think so.
And this motherfucker has the audacity to scream after me. So am I gonna see you again? What? I wish why?
This is the thing where a lot of times women perceive things differently than men. He wasn't that bothered. He wasn't that like. She thought he was dangerous. She thought he was all these things. He just like, whatever. I'm not thinking about all these. It's like, yeah. Women perceive all these kind of ideologies of men. All these thoughts of men. And it's just like, she didn't catch the sarcasm. I mean, I just think that women like this are funny. They are funny and just why? I don't know. Oh, I like this comment. The septum piercing red flag never fails. I was like, I honestly believe women talk about vibes. Women talk about vibes so much. You guys tell me, watching this video, honestly, this woman doesn't have the she has such a such a not that great of a personality either. Comes off rarely. Would I want to wake up to this? I don't think so. I feel like she's more of a headache. There's just some women you just know that being with her is chaotic. Being with her is chaos. Being with her is annoying. Being with her, you will get into arguments. You will get into political debates. You will just she will nag your ear off. She will. I don't know. I just perceive this is like she's always talking about equality, always talking about feminism, always talking about men ain't shit. That's what I'm perceiving, and this is what this video is giving off. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? But yeah. All right, guys. Decently long live. There was a good amount of people here. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys are amazing. You guys are my brothers. Taurus. A lot of new faces. A lot of new faces. Thank you guys. For really. AEW, Taurus, Absolute, Resurrected, Cash was here. Parasocial was here. I saw Just, King Groove. Everyone else, yo, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed, please do. Please check out my other videos. It would be helpful if you guys you check those out too. Please comment on them. Help me push those out. It'd be great. But yeah, you guys are amazing. You guys are my brothers. Thank you guys for stopping by. It's always amazing to see new faces in the live chat. I appreciate it. I'm humbly thankful for you guys to show any kind of support to me. So love you guys. All right. I wish you guys have a good rest of the week. See, I have if you guys are new to here, I have Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday live stream. If nothing gets in my way, I usually have those live streams. So please check those out. Please stop by. I would always love you guys to stopping by. But other than that, love you guys. My brothers, you're amazing. Peace.